This video is sponsored by Zethythonix. He's a small creator. He enjoys to make gameplay review. He may not be the best reviewer, but he's always trying hard to make reviews look good and honest. He often reviews P Bandai as well. It's expensive, but at least he can let his audience know does it worth it or not. He's sorry about not able to upload multiple reviews per week. Funding problem, it sucks. To support him is simple. You can subscribe and hit the bell next to it because there are 87% people who watches his review didn't subscribe. Subscribe will be the best way to support him. Furthermore, you can donate to him to support the channel. Down in the description and at the channel page, you will find 2 donation links. One of them will be fixed $30. One of them is any amount. You can also support him by donating to him through PayPal. Thanks for watching this ad. I appreciate everyone who watches my videos, subscribe to me or donate to me in the future. Enjoy the video.
Hey, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Zethythonix channel. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the Core Gundam plus Marsfour unit plus Marsfour weapons. I know a lot of you is going to be typing down in the comments, hey, Zethythonix, it's already very late. Everybody got their Jupiter 5 and Neptune 8, Sector 6, Uraven. To my dear audience, allow myself to do some explanation because one, the reason why I don't build a lot of Core Gundams and the planet system because for the Core Gundam 2 and the planet system, they have to share the Core Gundam. So that part right there, I'm actually pretty unhappy about that. And two, the weapons, they are like DLC from the EA games now. Always got DLC weapons, they always sell the unit and the weapons separately, which the part that I don't really like. And three, the concept was cool, don't get me wrong, the Core Gundam and the planet system, the concept was cool and fun, but once it's overused, it kind of feels lame and boring because you've been seeing the same thing and same thing and same thing, the same tactic, the same design over and over and over and over again. It's just getting a little bit boring in my opinion. Okay, I'm gonna stop now because you don't come here to listen to me nag. You come here to watch a review. So first, let's take a look at the side of the box right here. It's a very similar thing. It's just, separation, combination, and then you got the Core Gundam explanation, the planet system explanation, and then they are telling you the weapons are DLC. And then at the other side right here, we got the Marsfour unit explanation. So let's unbox the runners first. Always start with the instruction menu. So instruction menu right here, we got the info of the Marsfour Gundam, the pilot, well actually builder. Flip it to the other side right here, we got the actions, and then they are telling you that the weapons are DLC, and then we also got the color guide. And then when we open up the instruction menu, let's be honest, you saw it from me, you saw it from other big YouTubers. I don't think that's really interesting to look at the instruction menu right here. So, just the same old usual tactic. Starting with D runner, we got the planet system little core fighter. And then we also got the stand, we got some feet part, and then some of the feet joints of the Core Gundam. A runner contains the part for the Marsfour unit, some of the Core Gundam part, and also down here Core Gundam part. Most of them, they are for the Marsfour unit. C runner, the inner frame of the Core Gundam. We got some beam spray gun right here and some hands option. B1 runner and B3 runner. So it's pretty weird. I thought it was supposed to be B2, but it came with a B3. So I'm not sure about the B3 since the last time that I built a Core Gundam related gameplay is around like 5 months. Well, actually not 5 months. It's around like 3 to 4 months. And the B1 runner right here is contains the Core Gundam part, mostly for the Core Gundam part. Beam saber effect parts, poly caps, stickers, and the EA Games booklet right here, the DLC. So we got the weapons and then, showing you that how do you play with it. Wow, there's actually a lot of ways for you to play with it. Whoa. Ah, that's pretty interesting. And then they're showing you how to put it onto the backpack, how do you put it onto the planet core fighter. I think that's how you call it. And we also got the DLC item right here, the Marsfour weapon. So we went through every single runner. Let's go to the review.
Hey guys, welcome back to the review of the Marsfour Gundam. So this is the finishing of it. So overall, this time the Marsfour Gundam is the real type color. Last time the video is G3 color and the Earth 3 is the standard color. So the real type color compared to the Earth 3 armor color is just a little bit darker, and also the clear pieces and the sensors change from green to yellow, and that's the real type and the standard type difference. Before I start this review, I'll just quickly clarify something, because the V2 Gundam and the Earth 3 Gundam and the Marsfour Gundam, their runner, structure, frame exactly the same. So I don't want to go through the Core Gundam articulation or any comment about it, because I said enough in the Earth 3 or the V2 Gundam review. Today, the Core Gundam articulation, I'll just quickly go through it, and that's it. The equipment part, I'll just go detail. Just for the Core Gundam, I'll just quickly pass it, and then I will talk about the equipment. Let's quickly go through the Core Gundam articulation. So first, lift up, lift down, move 360 for the head. Just like the usual, arms can move 360, lift up, bending, and then we don't have any optional hands. This part right here can be pulled out for the docking process later. And for the Core Gundam, you can move around 45 degrees for the waist part right here. This front skirt right here, you can slightly lift up and then lift down. For the legs, you can kick to the front, kick to the back, kick to the side, bending as well. And for the ankles part right here, there's extra parts for you to bend, so you can use this articulation when you docked with the armor. And for the feet down here right here, you can move a little bit side to side, and that's it for the articulation. For the accessories of the Core Gundam is exactly the same. So first right here, we got a beam spray gun. We also got a shield, and then we also got a piece for you to connect the shield to the backpack. And we also got the beam saber effect parts. I didn't cut it out because I don't really like this color. This extra white piece right here, if you don't have the Marsfour weapons, this one right here will be on the planet system. If you got the Marsfour weapons, this piece is basically useless. This one right here is for you to put onto Core Gundam related backpack, because this one right here is for you to customize the Marsfour weapons onto different Core Gundam backpacks. And for this one right here, this one is for you to customize the XG backpack. So you see right here, we got two plug-in joints right here. This one is for you to use it to customize normal XG. So this is the legendary Marsfour unit right here. This one on the top will be the Marsfour weapons. This time the weapons, we got like swords, we got like 3 swords, and then also an axe. And I want to say something about this Marsfour weapon right here. The weapons looks really boring. It's too bland. It's just gray color, dark gray, blue gray, whatever that color called. It's so plain and it's so boring. So I really suggest you to repaint the blade to something else to make it look better, because right now it's just so boring. But overall, the structure, the equipment, how you equip it on, is just like the V2 Gundam, it's just like the Earth 3 Gundam. So how about I just put it onto the Core Gundam? So this is basically what it looks like once you equip on all the Marsfour unit armor. I pretty like this design, especially like these kind of designs right here, because it really added a lot of style, unique style onto the Gundam. It looks deadly and it looks powerful as well. Some articulation right here will be at the forearm right here, where the claw can deploy to the front and, you know, kind of slash enemy. It kind of reminds me of the Wolverine thing. But rather focusing on the main body, I think for the Marsfour Gundam right here, I think you should really focus on the weapons, because it got different variation of weapons for you to play with. I took out the weapons so I can show you better how you play with it. Right now, these 4 weapons right here, you can use them separately, or you can actually combine them. So the first one right here, you can combine the big sword, knife, whatever that calls, to this axe. Just make sure you connect it correctly. So it will look something like this. This design right here looks pretty good, but I wish the plastic is not that hollow. The second combo that you can play with it is to take a beam saber effect part from the Earth 3 Gundam, and then you put it into this sword right here, and then you can have this kind of physical blade mixed with a beam saber. And lastly, the combo that you can play with is this one right here, combining 2 swords together. and then forming a pretty cool sword right here. I don't know exactly the name of this, but this one right here, in my opinion, looks better than the first combo. Believe me or not, this will be the end of the review. It's not me being lazy, it's just the Core Gundam and the planet system having the same kind of design, and it's very hard for me to find something new and introduce to you guys. Honestly, the only difference about this Core Gundam right here is the weapons. The combo were pretty amazing, but overall the structure and the planet system is pretty similar to the Earth 3 or the V2, so not much things for me to talk about. But I do want to say though, if you're looking for something very cheap and something very posable and something looks really amazing, this one right here is definitely on the recommending list. This might be the shortest review that I ever done, but honestly I cannot find any interesting or any kind of new point for me to introduce to you about this Core Gundam variant. Also, I would like to announce that this will be my last video related to Core Gundam, because Core Gundam is getting really repetitive and basically how you put on the armor is really similar, maybe just like 1 or 2 steps different. And the only thing that's different between every Core Gundam and the variation of the planet system is the armor appearance and the weapons, and that's basically it. How you play with it, the articulation or the gimmicks, mechanics is basically very similar. So it's very hard for me to find a new point to you and then actually introducing something exciting about the Core Gundam and the planet system. So I think that I decided that this one will be my last Core Gundam related video, because I just cannot find any fun and interest towards this Gunpla right here. I mean, overall, if you're speaking about the quality of this Gunpla, is good, it's posable, it's cheap, you can easily get it and pose with it as well. But you know, it's just getting really repetitive, and I personally cannot just keep bringing that excitement whenever I'm doing this kind of Gunpla review. I'm sorry, Core Gundam fans, this will be the last video about the Core Gundam, because I just cannot find the interest and fun when I'm playing with this Gunpla. It just felt like it's so repetitive. Anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk, and this will be the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe, hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you get notified whenever I upload a new video, and I'll see you in the next review. Goodbye.